A South Carolina family is overjoyed tonight after their dog, who has been missing for weeks, is returned to them. This kind of reunion is rare given that the dog, Katelyn, is old, has cancer, and she was in a shelter where she could have easily been euthanized. WMBF News reporter Katelyn Stansel is here now to explain this reunion.
Well, Julie, as you mentioned, this was a very emotional moment, a heartwarming reunion that some could say only have happened because of fate. A dog with only weeks left to live is given back to her family to spend the rest of her days on this earth with the ones who love her. But it was just weeks ago that she ended up in a dog's worst nightmare, a high-kill shelter across the state. Anticipation filled the room as Katelyn made her entrance.
Here's the gift.
Greeted with tears of joy, this sweet girl is back in the arms of her family.
Hey, come on.
From the wag of her tail and the look in her eyes, you can see she feels right at home with the ones who love her.
It's very rare that we actually get to reunite owners with their beloved family members, so it's really exciting.
Katelyn's traveled hundreds of miles across the state, taken to a high-kill shelter by someone in Chester County after she ran away from home. At that point, her fate seemed to be every dog's worst nightmare. At 10 years old and with a terminal illness, euthanasia could have been her end. But that's where all Four Paws Animal Rescue stepped in.
We were full to the brim. I really shouldn't even have taken in another dog because there's been so many intakes, and the summer just was brutal for the shelters. There's so many people getting rid of animals. So when I saw the picture of her face, I couldn't say no.
Bringing Katelyn to Pawleys Island, Hannah and Andy Cloak gave Katelyn a home and attention for the few weeks she was expected to have left in life, until someone reached out to them on Facebook saying they knew where Katelyn belonged.
And know that it feels great to them to know that she was cared for in the meantime while they didn't have her, and now she gets to go back home.
I think if this were our dog and I got to see her for the first time, I'd probably cry like a baby.
There was no lack of tears today and no lack of kisses.
I said, that's just a God thing, you know, it has to be.
And this good news couldn't have come at a better time for Katelyn's owner, Cindy Atkins. While Katelyn was diagnosed with terminal cancer, her owner also in a battle of her own with breast cancer.
I know what you're going through, Poppy, you know. Definitely comforting to have her back, you know, that she's with us. And yeah, we'll be with her till the end now. We're not letting her go.
And she wasn't going to let them leave her behind. As soon as she secured her spot in the family minivan, Katelyn did not move a muscle. In the studio tonight, Katelyn Stansel for WMBF News.
What a sweet story. Thank you, Katelyn, for bringing that to us.